for the kind invitation, kind introduction. Good evening and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to the Muslims. This is very glary if you can shoot the light up. So I would like to see the audience. In the evening when you give presentation is very difficult, especially when your audience had a big lunch, and usually they put the one who knows to give some jokes, but I'm not that good in giving any jokes, but I'll try to give a good presentation. I hope you bear with me. It's a 20-minute presentation, and actually there's so much I want to share with you and so little time. I try to do my best here. So I'm gonna go straight to it. I don't like to waste any time, and my presentation will start. I think you got the wrong slide. The first one. Okay. My presentation will be about the contemporary global halal industry. This presentation will look into understanding of halal and halal supply chain. The second part will be I'm going to give a bit of overview about the global halal market. As you know, Muslim has a unique way of life. Although we come from different background, different race, different color, but we have a similar, you can say, a code of conduct. This code of conduct is shared by all Muslims, relative to whatever color, race and culture you come from. You can have different culture, like I'm a Malay, I have my own culture, but I'm a Muslim. You can have another Arab, an Arab with an Arab culture, but he's a Muslim. It's okay for him to adhere to his culture. And the same with the Philippines. You have your own culture, and for a Muslim of a Philippines, you have your own traditional, your own food, your own way of life. But one thing we share in common is that code of conduct that we adhere to when it comes to things like the way we greet. When I say Assalamualaikum to a Muslim and good evening to the rest, and the way we dress. We close part of our body in a certain way. The way we get married, we are not limited to one. And the way today I'm going to look into the way we eat food. We have a particular way we conduct on how we eat our food. So today the topic will be food. But before I start, you know what? I like to see, I want to know my audience. Can I see hands up? How many private sector people are here dealing in manufacturing, servicing from the private sector? Can I see the hands up, please? Can we say half of the room is filled with private sector? Half, yeah. I think we say half. How about the government? Okay, we have a bit more government than the private sector, but that's quite okay. I'm happy to see a lot of private sector here because this lecture will be more relevant to a private sector people. I would like to see more halal food coming from Philippines because Yesterday when I when I want to have my dinner, it's difficult for me to eat. I don't know which is halal, which is not. So maybe say in 5 years time, I would like that to be much more easier for me to eat in Philippines. Food is very important to us, as you know. Even Times Magazine says it. We are what we eat. So to a Muslim, it is already stated that you have to eat good. And you eat good, it's good for your body, and it reflects yourself. So our code of conduct is written in our Holy Quran, and also in the Prophet way of life. So we copy the Quran and the Prophet way of life. So what the Quran says, the Holy Quran says, O ye people, eat of what is on earth, halal and toib, meaning permissible and good. And do not follow the footsteps of the evil one, for he is your avoid enemy. So it is very clear for a Muslim. It is mentioned in our book, eat good. It is, you are what you eat. And actually, it is not complicated at all. In the book, it's written, it's not something so complicated where you cannot follow the guideline. It's very simple. I can say there's maybe generally will be only 6 things that you have to look into. First, he said, he had only forbidden you dead meat. Dead meat, blood, flesh of swine, and that of which any other names had been invoked besides that of God. Which means when you slaughter the animal, you are slaughtering for the sake of something other than the one God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we are forbidden from eating blood, dead meat, carcass. We have to slaughter it live. Means you have to eat it fresh. And then flesh of swine. So that's only 4. And maybe you add another 2 from a different verse mentioning about the intoxication, they call it the liquor, or you can say alcohol level, whereby the Muslim is forbidden from getting drunk. So it's about the alcohol, the meat, and the blood. That's all. The rest, you can eat it. Fish in the sea, you can eat it. Means everything you can eat except these 4 or 5 things. Through modernization and through industrial revolution, when people travel more, people move to further away in different parts of the world, so we have to rely on other people to produce food for us. So to cut short, when the non-Muslim